Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I just shaved, so I'm like bleeding a little bit. But it is a beautiful day today, yes, for now. I'm pretty sure it will change. But this is a new palette focus because I actually really have been wanting to dip into this Subversive palette from Pat McGrath. This is such a beautiful and probably my favorite palette out of the first three motherships. This is definitely my favorite. And we are going to create as many looks as we can because spring is right around the corner. And I am also going to get into this hefty price. Here in Europe, in the Netherlands, this is like 72, 74 euros, so it is pretty steep. But I'm going with a light medium 11, which I believe was like a peach neutral tone, or peach, a light medium peach undertone. But I was smart enough, I got a sample first. I also have the light medium 11 concealer. I will also continue to use the primer. And not forgot, but I still have the powder and light medium 2. But I did forget that I had this. I have light and I have medium. So I think since I am not my tan right now, I'm gonna use light. Medium has too much of that beige pink undertone, which tends to look a little ashy on me. But we're gonna get into this. I'm gonna do as many looks as I can, strictly using this palette. So I'm actually really excited. I don't know what look I want to do first, but we are going to create a look. That is for sure. We'll see how this translates onto camera. I do really think LM14 is my actual shade, my exact shade, but I have the light medium peach undertone because it gives a little bit of a warmth to my skin right now. LM14 is more of a neutral olive undertone, I believe, which is perfect. It's still sold out. It is still sold out on Douglas on the website, and it's still sold out on patmcgrath.com. So this is the closest I'm gonna get for now. When that comes in stock, you best believe I'm gonna get it. So let me go and prep my eyes. I don't know what kind of look we're gonna do for the first time. This is my first time digging into this palette, so I'm really excited. Let me get my eyes prepped. All right, so the eyes are prepped with the Fenty Pro Filter eyeshadow primer, obviously. And I think I really want to dig into this yellow, this Gigabyte. Yeah, so I'm going to dig into actually, you know what? We're going to go into the skin show first. Let me go ahead. Ooh, excuse me, pardon. Going with, got a little bit into that Gigabyte. My fingertips. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just use that for my brow. I'm going to put that on now. Like right meow. On both sides. Oh, that is such a beautiful. I think I'm going to use this as highlighter. Maybe. We shall see. But just putting that into the brow and a little bit into the crease. Get all over. That is my rice. That is done. Multitasking, people. Multitasking. Going in with the flat brush. The yellow. Oh, this is like such a chartreuse. I think it's what it's called. And then it's going to really start patting that in. Oh, like the camera doesn't do this justice at all. This is just beyond. Oh my god, that is beautiful. That is very beautiful. Just right in the inner corner. That is going to be the moment. That is going to be the focus. Now, let me go with like a fluffy brush and just begin to just go and blend out that edge. Just so it's like right in to the crease. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. That is like a liquid. Oh. Let me go and do the other side and we will continue. All right, so this is where we are at. We are definitely having a chartreuse moment. I think it was like a chartreuse or something like that. But oh my god, this is beautiful. I would just love to do a photo shoot with like this as liquid all over the body. I'm getting so excited. But I'm gonna go in with this one, and I'm gonna go in with another flatter brush and use that next to the chartreuse. If you guys can hear that, that's the wind. That is the wind. It is that time of the year right now. And I'm literally gonna put this in the outer corner. Let that have that moment. Oh, this is so editorial. Not really. Oh, this is beautiful, especially under a black base. Oh, I think this is going to be a very long, good tutorial or palette focus. Because just the amount of stuff you could do with, especially with this Xtreme Black as the base. Oh, perfect. There we go. Gonna get my finger and literally just begin to pat it on, mainly along the lash line. Really get more of that color payoff. Now, going into the Xtreme Black, Blackest Black. I'm just putting it as the outskirt. Actually, you know what? No, let's do this. Going into, oh, look at that shift. Xtreme Black. Putting that down first. And then just going in. Going into the Xtreme Black now. I'm just really beginning to edge out the drama and in the corner. Oh, this palette's gonna be all about the drama, all about the look, the work, the moment, the ecstasy. Oh, look at that. It's perfect lighting. Perfect lighting. And this Xtreme Black, I love it because it is very, very buildable. So it's not going to be like that punch of color like Max Carbon or Urban Decay's Blackout, but you could really amp it up to that aspect if you really wanted to. And it's just literally all about continuously layering. Perfect. Let me go do the other side and we will see where we are at. All right, so this is where we are at. I am actually really digging this look so far. So I just went ahead and did a little bit more of Xtreme Black, Permagel on the waterline, and I also went ahead and did that duochrome shade right along there as well, and I'm going to smoke it out once I get everything else on with a little bit more Xtreme Black. But I am actually really digging this. Like, it just really popped my brown eyes as usual, because apparently it doesn't take too much to pop my brown eyes. So it is what it is. So let me go and do the rest of my face, and of course I will be featuring more of the full, I guess you could say this is technically almost a full face of Pat McGrath. So, but let me go and do the rest of my face and we'll see the final look. All right, here is the final look. Oh, that is just so beautiful. And this is with, I mean, it's a pretty decent shade match. It translates onto camera very well, I will say that. Light medium 11 for the face, light medium 11 for the concealer. light for the powder underneath the foundation, and I actually do have light medium 2 on top. With it being yellow, with this being a peach undertone, it actually does fairly decent. I feel like a model with this foundation on, not gonna lie. But as far as the palette, the eyeshadow palette, I am actually really digging this. I do feel like, oh. So I've had this palette for 4 years. First time dipping into it finally, and I really wish I played around with this a lot sooner and created more of these tutorials. Blush, a Divine Rose 2, which is very corally. It's like a pink coral, I would say. Pale Fire Nectar. Did I say that right? Pale Fire Nectar lip gloss on the lips. That is all I have on the lips. But yeah, so what? 3 colors so far. I went ahead and used that Skin Show as my blush as well, which is beautiful and it's gorgeous. It's like a golden gold, which is gonna look great once I get tanner. Benefit for the brows still. It's getting hot up here because the heat rises, and I'm like right here in the top part of our apartment, which is basically the attic, and light's coming in. But I mean, oh, we are gonna have a lot of fun with this palette. I actually have some ideas, like even this purple, and this and this and this was literally the only reason why I bought this palette. But after the Divine Rose 1 and really layering these, like I'm actually really excited to really get more in depth with this palette, because this is definitely, out of the first 3 motherships, more of the editorial, more of the colorful, more of that fun, and I am really digging it. And this is probably gonna be more going forward. I am gonna be switching over to this a lot more, because I really do love how this finish looks. It translates onto camera very well. I mean, not a bad match, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I even brought it down all the way to my neck, so we're gonna see how well that translates. But I know with summer coming up, I'm gonna need that LM14. So Pat, y'all better restock that. Douglas, y'all better restock that, because come on, your boy need it. Gotta stay relevant. But I think even moving forward with a lot of my photo shoots and creating a lot more in my portfolio to really start looking for an agency to get involved with my makeup, I am going to start incorporating more Pat McGrath products and a lot more tutorials, because I do want to start to explore more editorial-esque with this palette. Like, that is just, the color story in this is so inspiring on so many levels. I know compared to the first one, I do love too. Mothership 1, the Subliminal, and then Sublime is also good, but it was boring. I have it. It was boring because it was very neutral, but this was like more of the editorial-esque. Oh, I'm just so excited. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Something very simple to start off with. I always feel like that brown, that deep brown in this palette could easily go into the crease, but I just want to break it down look by look, play around with it. Let's really get more in depth into this palette and see what kind of looks we could come up with, and hopefully you get inspired. So the foundation I am loving. I just shaved, so there's alcohol in it and it's kind of like stinging, but it's all for the tutorial and look. But yeah, I'm really digging this. So I hope you guys are inspired. I am really looking forward to getting into this more in depth in the next coming month. And it is like, what, March, the end of March, and I'm gonna be showcasing this in May, and the bronzers just dropped as well, so I think I might wait on bronzers until the end of the year. I mean, until May or June, and then I think into fall and winter I want to do full face of strictly Pat McGrath for men, and how I would do it for female, and that aesthetic and stuff like that. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have this palette, if you have all things Pat McGrath Mother, like everything I use today, get it out, just play with it more and more. As usual, if you guys want to see the final look, go to my Instagram page, and then you will see the final edit of everything. And I am really excited with this lighting, so I'm curious to see how well this foundation will translate. See you next video.